Hi friends, and welcome to today's video, where every Tuesday I post a video about the fun things that I've done and the cool places I've been as I travel across country in my RV. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell icon so you can get notified of all of my videos. Today's Tuesday travel blog comes to you from Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell started off as a trading post in the 1800s, as it was a perfect location for farming and cattle herding. Even today, it maintains a lot of that farmland. Roswell is also home to the New Mexico Military Institute, also the birthplace of actress Demi Moore and singer John Denver. So there are some more notable names that have come from this area. But it wasn't until 1947, when the Roswell incident occurred, that really put this town on the map. In 1947, crashed debris was found in a nearby farm area. The nearby Roswell Military Field Institution claimed in the local newspaper that they had found debris from a flying disc. Of course, they quickly retracted that, said that it was a weather balloon, and since then, the theories of an alien invasion or an alien spaceship crashing has taken the world by storm. In 1991, the UFO Museum opened in Roswell. So I first went to visit the museum to see what I can learn about Roswell and what happened. It documents everything. It talks about secondhand reports of what was found on that field and in that farm. There's a story of a local funeral home that got a call from the Military Institute asking how quickly they could supply 3 small caskets, no more than a few feet long. Also a story of a nurse who claimed to have called a friend to talk about alien autopsies. So it's not only just about debris that they may have found, but the conspiracy theory also includes that there was life forms that were found in this crash. So the museum follows you through that timeline of that July 1947 incident, and it moves into more of the pop culture, what we see now today. There's also a display on NASA and the work that they do to try to see if they can communicate with life. Also in this museum, they educate on the differences between the different encounters, right? So your first encounter is you saw something up there, all the way to your 4th encounter, which would include alien abduction. So there are stories all over the place of people with their encounters with UFO around the world. What was difficult with this museum is not only the amount of writing that they have on the walls, but the size of said writing. I mean, if you just look at this one picture, this is one story of someone's encounter with aliens, which, while fascinating in itself, my eyes hurt after reading all of this. The walls are just filled with this small, long story. So I give the museum credit for wanting to put out everything that it knows and all of its facts to make sure that nothing is left out. But my goodness, there was a lot of writing on the wall. So of course it has some other fun exhibits, shows what an alien autopsy might have looked like. Again, a lot of pop culture. So it is kind of a fun little museum, but it was difficult to get through it all. So just throwing that out there. I love that they do this. But yeah, I couldn't stay and read it all. There's no doubt about that. Around the corner from the museum is the Roswell UFO Space Walk. This is an immersive black light walkthrough designed by local artists, which it's only like $5 to get in. It doesn't take you very long to get through it, but you can go through it multiple times. And it's fun. It's great for kids. It's very interesting. Parking is limited, so I do recommend you leave your car at the main parking area at the museum and walk over. But it's certainly a cute little fun place to go and really be immersed in kind of that alien outer space theme. But there is no doubt that Roswell really embraces this alien theme, not only from its sign of Welcome to Roswell, but the light posts are in the shape of alien eyes. Every store seems to have its own alien sculpture outside of it. If alien conspiracies is not your thing, nearby is Bottomless Lake State Park. This was the first state park established in New Mexico. These lakes were formed by water eddies that caused sinkholes. So they're not fed from rainwater or any kind of river. They're formed from underground water. So-called bottomless lake because when they were first discovered, they tossed in these measurements to try to find out how deep the lake was, and according to story, those measurements never hit bottom. But they do range anywhere from about 18 feet to 92 feet, so they do have a bottom. The main lake, which is Leah Lake, has a beautiful swimming area, boating area, picnic. I was here in January, so it was a little bit cold. A lot of these things were closed, but I can imagine in the summertime, this is a quite wonderful place to be able to visit, have a picnic, and go swimming. But honestly, that's it. If New Mexico's Military Institute or military history and UFO conspiracy theories doesn't interest you, Roswell is not the place for you to be. But if that is your thing, the UFO conspiracies, this is definitely the place to visit to get your UFO swag and conspiracy theory knowledge if you want to read everything that is on these walls. That's it. That's Roswell. Thanks for joining me. I always appreciate having you along. Be sure to check out all my other videos, and I will see you next Tuesday.